Elevating to the rim.
Well, great. With his length, he doesn't have to go far to get to that rim.
I tell you what, guys, he got it right there without a problem.
Some changes for Chicago. Noah comes in for Pau Gasol. And Mirotic subbed in for McDermott. And Curry, here we go. And Cousins kicks to Cauley-Stein. Can't connect from short range.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
And the Kings will go for a different look here. Kufis checked in for Cousins. Caspi comes in for Cauley-Stein. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Rudy Gay. And it's Collison in for Rajon Rondo.
One made three formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
And Bellinelli kicks to Collison. Down low, trying to find Curry. He's got it now. Good, and the assist goes to Collison.
Let's go.
Collison's got his third assist on the night. Rose against Collison. Rose dishes to Mirotic. And again, Chicago. No good. Well, last season, Greg, another year without playoff basketball in Sacramento. Ashamed to see some of the best fans in the NBA not be a part of the postseason.
That's a great point, Kevin. Now, 9 straight years where the Kings have failed to make the postseason. 29-win seasons aren't going to get you very far when you're battling in the West.
The Bulls have only one missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them. Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Justin Holiday's checked in for Portis, and Moore subbed in for Jimmy Butler. Caspi passes to Kufis. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Kufis has got it all tied up now for Sacramento.
And, you know, you mentioned the 9 straight years without a playoff appearance for the Kings. Their last trip was in 2006. And since then, they've been rebuilding. That's the second longest playoff drought in the NBA.
And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Aaron Brooks is checked in for Rose.
Coming onto the floor for your Bulls, Aaron Brooks.
1:04 left to play in the third. And Caspi kicks to Curry. Clock at 6. And stolen by Mirotic. In transition, here come the Bulls. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top. Well, if the Kings do make it back to the playoffs, you know they'll be dangerous. Their fans have been through so much the last few seasons. They really deserve to see a team in postseason contention.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Passes to Curry. Tries again. Kept alive for the lead. Another miss by Curry.
Not good shot selection. Long range and a defender all up in your jersey.
And, you know, that's just the kind of defensive work he's known for. I mean, he can take that shot away from you and does it more times than not.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. So it's Sacramento now. On the floor for Sacramento. McLemore and Gay on the perimeter. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Quincy Ace. And it's Rondo in at the 1.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down. And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the right.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
Dishes it to Cousins. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Aaron Brooks.
Rondo with the nice dish.
The Bulls making a switch here. Rose is checked in. Cousins, no good on the free throw. Thinking about DeMarcus Cousins, Clark, when he was selected, people questioned whether he could stay out of trouble. Many doubted that, he could, but he has stayed clean really since day one.
Yeah, you know, going back 5 years ago, a beat writer actually had the audacity to say he would end up in jail at some point. But Cousins has proved him and others wrong. You know, when you look at DeMarcus Cousins, he's clearly one of the more talented and also one of the most emotional players in the game. He's also one of the most teed up.
Yeah, talking about Cousins' top 5 in technical fouls in each of his first 5 seasons. Among other things, that's given away a ton of free points, guys, to the opposition.
Yeah, DeMarcus is working hard to control that temper, and he knows it's important for the team. But it's hard to plug a volcano.
One thing to say about Rajon Rondo's career, he's come up big in the biggest of games, had 6 steals in the closeout game that gave Boston its 17th championship. Remember that back in 2008 for Coach Doc Rivers?
I really do. And after that Boston win in the series against the Lakers, Phil Jackson called Rondo the star of Game 6. Everyone had always talked about the Big 3 in Boston. That year, it was the Big 4.
The Kings trail by 6. And that's not even close.
Yeah, real nice shot selection there. I guess he's working on his buzzer beater form.
That's a reach, but perhaps that is the case. Or maybe he was trying to knock a bird off of the scoreboard.
Is about right. Because I still can't figure that one out.
No, and I see no birds up there.
No.
And, you know, guys, on the topic of Rondo, you look at his playoff career now. I mean, in 2009, he averaged nearly a triple-double in the postseason. I mean, this guy has great instincts, but he has to have the ball to orchestrate the way he's most effective.
Dunleavy kicks to Rose. Pass to Dunleavy. Jacks up a 3. Offensive rebound. There's the 3. Rose can't get that one to fall. The Kings trail by 6. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And going back to what we were saying, what you hope with Rondo is that he can get back to his full level of confidence. He tore the ACL in 13. He was traded in 14, lost his way a little bit, but he's still young enough to have several really good years in front of him.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hey, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what George Karl was saying to the team. No surprise, really. The turnover situation was the focus. He told them, listen, we're giving it away, guys. We've got to protect the ball, play within ourselves, and get quality shots. Kevin?
That's tipped. Gasol dishes to Rose. Second chance shot. And again, no good by Chicago.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Cousins, the pass to McLemore. And Cousins kicks to McLemore. And it's Rondo penetrating. That one goes. Count it.
Unbelievable basket. I mean, giving up a lot of height there, but he was not to be denied.
Not when the game's hanging in the balance. That makes it a little different. He's going to get to the rim no matter who was standing in the way on that one.
Sacramento making a switch here. Curry's checked in. The Bulls leading by 4. Floats one up, and Rondo sends it back. Rudy Gay on the wing, fended by Dunleavy. Screened by Cousins. It's Curry outside. Chicago grabs the miss.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Bulls.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers. His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Over in the corner, AC. And Curry, here we go. Outside for Rondo. Just 3 to shoot, and Butler sends it back. Pass to Rose. 1:31 left in the fourth, and finished off by Gasol.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Rose against Rondo. He dishes it to AC. Outside Rondo. There's the pass to Cousins. Gasol with the steal. Rose gets a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. And it's a 9-point Chicago lead.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Curry attacking outside for Rondo. Here's AC. Soft touch off the glass.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Rose against Rondo. And it's Rose missing.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Cousins, no good.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Rose with the ball. He's picked up by Rondo, and it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth. And Noah with the... And it's the Kings to start out. Now Sacramento starting 5. McLemore and Gay on the perimeter. Quincy Acy out there with DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Rondo in at the point.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
And guys, you see how Rudy Gay just exploded last season in the second half. I mean, I think he felt at ease in George Karl's system. And I think that's one reason why you're starting to see just how good Rudy Gay can be.
Now here's Rondo. It's stolen by Dunleavy. The shot by Butler, nobody around. And it's off from three-point range. Gay kicks to Rondo. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Chicago with the ball. It's a three-point game. Here's Rose. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. For a long time, critics have gotten on Gay for his lack of efficiency, but he quieted some of those voices, Clark, last year with his play and stats.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, across the board, he made nice improvements, not only in his scoring, but also his ability to create shots for others.
Derrick Rose, unbelievable spirit. We know about his toughness, has fought through injuries of all kinds that might cause a lesser competitor to hang up his sneakers.
And competitor, that's the word, Kevin. I mean, he was impossible to outcompete at the high school level, the college level, and now in the pros.
And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. So McLemore will go to the free throw line. That one on Dunleavy. The Kings shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And, you know, back to D. Rose for a moment. He drives the lane now as hard as he did before the injuries. It's a level of fearlessness that only a few guys possess. And it's not teachable. You either have it or you don't.
Quick start for the Kings in this one. Gasol with the steal. Rose kicks to Gibson. Outside Butler. Top the key, Dunleavy. 6 on the shot clock. And Gibson, here we go. And the rejection by Cousins.
Still can't get anything going here after 3 tries.
Here's Rondo. Gay right side. Now here's McLemore. Defense is right there. Ball's knocked loose. Great D that time from Gibson.
And, you know, back to D. Rose. He grew up in a brutally dangerous neighborhood on Chicago's south side. Some of that fearlessness, that competitiveness he exhibits was learned early on out of necessity. And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Good in the